Hey, I've got to replace the ink cartridges in my Epson SCP-900. And as you can see, I've got a small army of cartridges next to me. That's 10 unboxed cartridges. And of course the equivalent of 10 cartridges in the printer ready to go. These cartridges need replacing because they were the original starter cartridges that came with the printer. They come with about 30% in each cartridge. And I've been printing away, and I've used up a good chunk of the ink. They're not all fully depleted, but most of my work is black and white. But I do have a couple of warnings, and invariably you still use a bit of color ink in your black and white images. So I've undertaken that I have to replace my cartridges, and I thought I'd show you the process because there are a couple of tips that are worth knowing, especially if this is a new printer for you. So watch the rest of the video, and I'll show you the process. Okay, tip number one. Before you put the cartridge into the printer, give it a bit of a shake. The cartridge has probably been in a warehouse for a little while, and as you can probably imagine, the ink will have just settled at the bottom of the plastic cartridge. You want to make sure the ink can run smoothly through the cartridge, through the pipes, and into the print head. That gives you the best quality print. Tip number two. Well, tip number two is more of a FYI, to be honest. As you can see, we've got 10 cartridges to fit in here, and they've all got very important looking numbers and colours and letters, etc. This particular one is T47AD, right? So you wouldn't want to put that one into T47A2, that would be terrible, right? So you'd be forgiven for being worried about that. Well, thankfully Epson have thought that through. You physically can't put the wrong cartridge into the wrong slot. Much like a key and a lock, the back of the plastic cartridge is a unique collection of holes in it which ensure the cartridge goes in smoothly. It's a simple fact, but it's an important one. Okay, next steps. Let's replace all the cartridges. Grab the appropriate cartridge, press down grey button at the top, and insert your cartridge. Next one, bit of a shake, press it down, insert your cartridge. Once all the cartridges are in, make sure the ink is loaded correctly by going to Ink Info and then scrolling through, and you can see the status. All the cartridges are now 100%. After you've installed the 10 cartridges, we've got a little bit of admin to do. Boring but important. Go into settings, select print head cleaning, and let it run. It takes about 5 minutes. And once that's done, we've got one more report to do. Right, so it's now saying that we've completed the print head cleaning and it wants to run a nozzle check. So we're definitely going to say yes to that. I've loaded some plain A4 paper. Press the start button. Okay, so it wants me to check the report. As you can see, we've got a collection of different coloured boxes, lines per cartridge, and it's asking me on the screen to compare the different boxes and make sure there aren't any broken lines in them. Most of them look pretty good, but I've got one, the grey one, that looks like it's slightly misaligned. So I've got to tell it it's not quite correct, and for the cleaning the print head to start again. Okay, so our new report is finished, and this time it's looking much better. I've got all the lines where they should be, and so I can press the 0 button. And there we go. Well, that was it. We've changed our print cartridges. And if you're anything like me, you're probably a very passionate printer. You're somebody who's invested quite a bit of money in printing. So why not go and celebrate by printing something awesome? I'm going to use this quite hefty A2 paper. I love this paper. As an example of it, behind me, a picture of Carrie with a hat. Look, printing is tons of fun, and I like printing. I also like sharing my ideas. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me make more of these. Take care.